I'd like to welcome up to the stage another lovely colleague. Vincent is an undergraduate from UQAM, University du Québec Montréal, in sexology. Since high school, he's been volunteering in LGBTQ groups of all kinds. In Montreal, Vincent worked as a sexologist at a clinic of Le Quartier Latin on the SPOT project, and at Maison Francoeur, a non-profit organization that helps people living with HIV. He moved to Toronto in October 2013, where he kept working and volunteering in the gay men's health sector. He currently works part-time at ACT and pursues a Master of Education in Counseling and Psychology at OISE, U of T. Vincent also volunteers for Our Space, a grassroots collective of young gay men in Toronto. So, welcome to the stage, Vincent.
I did not update my bio. I actually graduated last June. Yay! Thank you, all the troopers, all 5 of you who are still in the room for our panel. We're running super late, so I'm going to talk for like 4 minutes. And I don't remember what I have in my slides because I was so nervous for my MET presentation yesterday that I forgot about this one. So I think the main key message that I wanted to talk about is that I had the chance when I was hired for a pilot project. It was a pilot project at ACT. I had 2 years to create, develop, and try out 4 different group for gay men, and I had to make them so that they were like shareable so that I could train people. So it was a pilot project for 2 years. I had to create 4 groups and then train people from across Canada on these projects. So I did that. Fortunately, the pilot project went so well that now at ACT we secured funding, permanent funding, so I have a permanent job. Yes. And I think what was great about these 2 first years is that I got to create stuff that was supposed to leave Toronto, and I had the chance to create a training. And I think at some point I have, oh, wrong way. I'm going to talk about this later. Because I wanted to put in the agenda, I was really lucky that I had 19 people from all across Canada being able to like come to a training. I felt very important. I was like, hey. But I want to show the agenda because the first part, I was talking to my amazing supervisor, Ryan Lisk, who may or may not still be in the room. Hi. I don't have my glasses, so everything after those like red benches is like a happy blur. So I was like, wait, we're putting all these amazing people in the room. I don't need to just like train them because all these people know a lot. And it was so great to create a space. So often I'm guilty in my work. I'm often have to talk with people who don't know anything about gay men's health. And then I arrive with other people who are really versed, and I'm so trained in talking from ground zero that I tell them stuff that they already know. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that this time. And it was great to have these 19 people and not start at 0 and start at 100 and trying to like make ourselves like reach 105 or 110. And it was amazing. And then in the afternoon, I did the training for my groups. And it was a lovely day, and actually Gavin is going to be able to talk much more about that because he assisted to the training and actually delivered one of the programs that I created. Very quickly, the 4 programs I created. At first, I created one on anxiety that was very CBT based, and then one on, I said loneliness there, I changed it. I had one on depression today that was very CBT and mindfulness based. And they still exist. If you want to see them, you can contact me. It was part of the job that they were shareable, so they still exist. Although I no longer deliver those 2, and I'm going to say quickly why. Because I created a group. I sort of like merged my anxiety, depression, and loneliness group into one group that I called wellness. And that's also one thing that I want to share about my experience, is that creating a positive label instead of labeling my groups with negative titles actually brought a lot more people, and it's way more interesting because it's the same guys, right? The guys in my wellness group have diagnosis for depression, have social anxiety, etc. But now they come into a group for wellness, and they come into the group with a very different mentality. So that's one thing I've learned. I'm happy to be able to share it here. And then the other group, I created a group on body image, how to have a positive body image. This one is still kicking and happening. I think him delivered it in Vancouver. The one on anxiety, I think Max in Ottawa is delivering it. And then I created a group on MET and sex, which is also becoming very popular. ACCM in Montreal has been delivering it. Him has been delivering it. So it's great to see my work, you know, after this training. Go on and now being delivered. And the one thing that I've said, even though I created very comprehensive binders that explains how to deliver these programs, the first thing that I said to the training, and a lot of people were in that training so they can say that's true, that's the first thing he said, is if you take the binder and you just deliver it from page 1 to page, I don't know, 27, without knowing who's in front of you and without adjusting it to your group and to your reality, you're going to fail all of the participants. So although we have those very comprehensive binders, it's not a real program if you're not connected with the people that are in front of you in the room. So the training went well. It was great. It was a lovely day. We actually had people from all over Canada, and we mixed it up with another thing that was happening in Toronto, so 2 birds, 1 stone. And I feel like that's all I have to say. And we'll hear more about what Gavin had to do. He went to my training and delivered the wellness group. So that's great. Thank you.